Hello everybody, welcome back to Farming Simulator 19 at the solar farm. I'm Tenacious Viking, your farmer host. Well, there's pretty much planting equipment. I see I have a few pieces that ought not to be there that will have to find a new home, but it's kind of time to put those to use, but we're awfully busy with several other things. Harvest is not one of them. We're done with harvest. We have unloaded a trailer and about 3/4 from of us, and we'll get back to this as time permits. We are in the midst of we've unloaded of pellets, and so the palletizer is working, but I'm going to have to take some pallets off to keep it going. We have lots of haying to do yet, and I want to test something, and this is as good a time as any to do it. Let me see if I can dump a little more of this on here. Okay, I kind of think that perhaps I bought an storage elevator that I thought I had a bigger, dang it, turning radius than this, but apparently not. Not gonna make it. All right, that's we'll take the long way around and hope we don't run into anything. I hate to leave the mower out there because after a while the grass grows in where I mowed, and I can't figure out where I've been or where I should go next. I also sold a load of milk for I think about $47,000 if I recall correctly. Yeah, I'm going to come all the way around. I think the elevator will hold anything, is what I was starting to say. I had no idea that was there. Interesting. Okay. And if it does, then I'd like to put some extra grass here and some extra straw here. The straw loft, the hay loft, is full of straw, or was. And if this will hold grass also, I'll store some extra here. I don't know that it will, but I know it'll take about anything. And it says it'll take it. Let me see. Yes, it will. Okay, sweet. So I can harvest a bunch of that and store it here, then bring it over to the fermenting silo as needed. Good. And I can do the same thing with straw. So I might not pelletize as much straw as I thought. I think I'm going to cut straight across here. This worked out well. This is about what I wanted. I noticed I put, I suppose, a cement coating here. Because there's so much stuff driving back and forth, and I just thought it should be done. I'm liking the way this turned out. I really, really, really am. Whoa. So now I wonder how much more pellets I want to make. Just takes a while to kick in for some reason. I'm not quite sure why. I'm going to set all this up so when I get back to it I can just go ahead and mow. And I don't know if this is lift. No, I don't want to lift. I just want to start and fall. Okay, let's go check out other stuff that we don't need at the moment. I should check the feed needs. I could probably dump a load of that there, and I might do that. I might. The mixing takes quite a while. I should see if the mixing is if that's full now or not. It's almost full. It's not quite. Okay, so I don't have to do. I just want to keep ahead of that so that there's always some mixing going on because it is rather slow. This is not full yet. I don't think the. I think every time I restart the game, I need to restart this. It seems to go by itself if I'm playing, but as soon as I close the game out, then it stops and doesn't start again until I start it. I want to keep the cleanliness up. All right, let's see where else. Okay, we're starting over at the beginning. Gosh, let's do one more wagon of pellets, I think, and see. No, I better not. I'll do one more row and then and fill it and then take that in. That's all I'm going to do. This is rather laborious because you have to go pretty slow. I'm also noticing that a lot of my tractors are low on gas and in some cases need repair as well. See, this thing kicks out a lot, and I don't know. I don't understand why. I need to do some study and see if there's something you're supposed to do to prevent that. Yeah, one more row is about all because I'm getting low on water and molasses as well. For some reason, the price of a pallet of pellets. I love saying that. I don't know why. It oscillates rather wildly. There was a time I was making under 2,000. Now I'm quite well over 2,000 per pallet or stack of pallets, I guess. So that's, I don't know. I don't understand that either. I really do need to do more research on pellets and the palletizers and see if there are any known bugs in it. It will not stay on for me. I'm not going to belabor this if it's not going to do that. If I stay under 2 miles an hour, it seems to work. If I go over that, it stops. And I'm not sure what the automatic speed is on this thing. I wonder if I did well, it won't allow me to hire a worker, probably because it would be going too fast. I should just really try to set the speed at 2, because this is annoying. I'm just kind of pressing and releasing the W key to stay. See, there it goes. Just automatically, just bam. All right, I'm going to do that. And it's not slowing down. The one key is not slowing it down. That's kind of what I was afraid of. So pelletizing is not going to necessarily be the end-all be-all. It's nice. It'd be nice early game if you can't afford it early game. It would be nice early game because you can make a little extra money from straw. Selling straw doesn't make very much money, of course, you realize. You all know that. I do want to mention a live stream today, September 20th at 1 o'clock U.S. Central. I'm going to be visiting with the developer of a new aviation game. It is not Airport Madness Pro, and it is not by Big Fat Simulations. It's a different developer. But it is an aviation-related game, and I find it quite interesting. We're going to learn about the game. It's in early development, but it's one I'm going to watch very carefully because I think it looks very interesting. So, 1 o'clock U.S. Central. I think that's going to be 7 o'clock in the UK, in London at least. I believe that might be 1800 GMT, but I'm not sure with the daylight savings time all over, sort of all over. But I do hope you'll join the live stream. I would love of the head goal. Oh, so I didn't realize it was a row. I wonder how it got to be that short. Did I grab part of it before for some reason? It's kind of odd. You have to get this just right. If you get too close, you kind of snag the trailer. And I'm not quite sure. I'm hoping if I angle close enough, it'll register. Yeah, there we go. Okay. We'll unload that, and that's going to be all the pellets that we do. I'll unload those so you can kind of see what's going on. And as soon as this is done, I'm just going to hop out of this tractor and grab the trailer and bring it back. And then we'll do some grass harvesting as well. I'd like to get more cattle, and I'm going to do that before the next episode. I'd like to get close to the 200 cattle, because that's kind of the whole point. It's kind of my end goal for this for this series, for this season, is to have 200 cattle and have the I guess equipment in place and the land to support that without being completely snowed under in time, because you can not have time to do anything except feed the cattle, not even time to sell the milk, And of course you do need other crops, because you need straw producing crops to keep the cattle, so you have to plant those and harvest. And I've got a lot of grain in the elevator that I can sell, and I kind of want to see how much that's worth. If I had time to play this longer, I would probably sell off the solar panels and see if I could make enough money to support the farm. I have a lot of equipment that costs money to maintain, and I might not be able to make enough to support that. I may continue this privately to see that. Okay, I extended all this cement here so that I could do this, so I can drive up and I don't think that I should dump this here, but I'm going to try it anyway and see. I want to see what range that conveyor has. I don't think this is a good idea, but I'm going to do it anyway. And I got to use Control I here. I'm going to have to drive forward, or this is going to tip. I'll probably have to use a bucket to scoop this back into the barn, because I can't close that door now. But I'll hop out, and I like this area now. This turned out really well. I'm really excited about it. Okay, we have Yeah, this is pretty much full, I think. Well, this may have shut off when I, nope, it's still running. Now, why does this run and the other, the cleaning one doesn't? I covered up the, I dislodged the fire extinguisher. Oops. Yeah. Whoa. I absolutely need a screenshot of that. Yeah. Oops. I didn't realize that was free flowing there. All right, let's get to some haying before put that down. And does that fold up at all? Not really. Okay. I don't know how close I am to the to getting to this on the tab, but I'll just run over to the mower and harvest some grass. See, all this that I did before is ready to harvest again. So you could go continuously on this field. It's big enough to do that. All right, let's do it. Now, I learned I've got to go a little slower than I was because the windrower lost the track and stopped halfway around the field. So I have to take my time. I also want to test. He's staying closer now for some reason. I don't know if it was the way I connected it before or what, or if I really took off with this mower the time before. In any case, looking back on the series, I started it because I was curious to see if, in fact, you could start a farm with little or nothing, use some of the money that you had to start with to buy a solar collector or two, and then use that that money to develop your farm, and that worked really well, I think. Some may think it's a cheat. I don't think so, because as I've said, there are farmers who are in fact either putting up wind turbines themselves or solar collectors, or allowing them to be put on their land. You have to understand that in every farm, there's almost every farm, there are pieces of land where you really can't farm them. Perhaps they're too rough, perhaps the soil is bad, perhaps you need some of that nearby for proper drainage. I don't know why it takes so much time to turn these corners, because this stupid loading wagon will pick it up anyway, and it drives the windrower nuts. So, So anyway, I think the solar collectors are a legitimate way to make money from your land so that you can continue farming, because farming is a risky operation at best. Right now, this year you look at farmers in Iowa where the 100-mile-an-hour derecho winds came through and flattened crops and destroyed grain bins, damaged homes. It's going to take farmers quite a while to recover from that, probably several years. So to have something like a solar collection or wind turbines to generate income, I think is not only smart, but possibly essential to preserve anything less than a huge corporate farm. I'm not a fan of corporate farms. I think they foster mistreatment of animals. Well, this didn't get nearly as full as I thought it did. But, oh well. I think family farms, and yes, they need to be bigger, are a better way to ensure good land practices, good care of animals, and keep communities intact. Understand that if a corporation buys up, 10 fewer families who live in the area to go to schools, to go to shop in local stores, to eat at local restaurants. It's all an economic, farming is an economic pump. All right, let's see if this will take any more. A little bit. Well, let me hop out and see how this is doing. A little bit of silage, and of course the input is, this takes time too, making the silage. If I were to continue this, I have a feeling with 200 cattle I would have to have 2 fermenting silos to keep up. And we'll take a look at this real quick also, and then that's all the time we're going to have for today. Thank you so much for watching. Okay, our output's almost full, so I need to dump that wagon and fill it up again so that we're sure we keep creating more total mixturation. Thanks again for watching. Join me again for Airport Madness. Wow. For Farming Simulator 19 on the solar farm. Welcome new subscribers, and remember, be kind.